Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Seán Treacy Park in Tipperary town for the 2022 or 2023 Tipperary Ladies Football County semi-finals, County Senior semi-finals. First up today is Fethard and Galtee Rovers. It's a wet, miserable day here in Seán Treacy Park, and both teams, they were on the backfield doing their warm-up. They've gone back in to the dressing rooms, probably waiting as long as possible to come out onto the field. Keith Delahunty just blown the whistle there. We're going to take a look at the teams. Both teams start as selected during the week, and we'll start with Fethard, the county champions. Aoife Morrissey is in goal, Carrie Davies, Sinead Delahunty and Alison Connolly are the full backline. Half backline is Anya Connolly, Nell Spillane and Emily Cudahy. Centre of the field, Lucy Spillane and Heather Spillane. The half forward line are Emily Spillane, Niamh Hayes and Megan Cohen, and the full forward line Miriam O'Connell, Mia Cudahy and Kate Davey. That's the Fethard team. We'll take a look at Galtee, and Galtee are as selected during the week as well. Megan Tynan is in goal, Aoife Flynn, Kiva Bailey Maloney and Caitlin O'Dwyer are the full back line. Grace O'Shea, Katie Quirk and Niamh Roach in the half back line. Centre of the field, Ava Gason Malay and Emer McCarthy. Half forward line, Sarah Finan, Roisin Finan, the captain, and Molly Crowe. And full forward line is Maeve O'Callaghan, Ali Lonergan and Edith Carroll. So that's the two teams. As we said, we're just waiting on them to come out onto the field. Fethard have arrived on the field. As I said, it's a wet, miserable day here for the first of the double header. So it's interesting to see what way the toss goes as well, because there's a huge wind blowing down into the dressing room and the way to our left. So you can imagine whoever wins the toss is going to choose to play with the wind. Just waiting for Galtee to come out now. Keith Delahunty is heading towards the dressing room. So it's going to be a war of attrition really today in both games really, because the conditions, it could come down to a slip and a mistake to see. Keith Delahunty is not happy there with there's still no sign of Galtee coming out on the field. Now out to come now. Referee blowing the whistle, waiting on the toss. And Kate Davey of Fethard and Roisin Finan. And as I said, it's going to be interesting to see what way exactly this goes. And Fethard have won it, and Kate Davey, no hesitation, has decided to play with the wind. That wind could be worth 10 or 12 points here today. So, if not more. It's going straight down the field. We'll also have updates of the intermediate semi-final that's on at 4 o'clock between Kappa White and Earth Finn and Borland. The one that went in the final already. And the two senior B semi-finals are on today. Clare and Thurles Sarsfields and Clonmel Commercials are playing Mullinahone, and them 2 games on in Latin, so we'll be keeping an eye out for them, and as we get the updates, we'll give them to you. Just trying to see if there's any positional changes as Fethard go into their positions. Doesn't seem to be from Fethard anyway. Galtee don't seem to have any positional changes either. And we're underway here in the first of the county semi-finals. Straight away it's Eva Malay for Galtee. Moving forward has Grace O'Shea off her shoulder. O'Shea turns back, gives it back to Eva Malay again. Emer McCarthy going down the far side. Anya Connolly and Sarah Fernand battling for it. And Connolly is fouled over there. It's a Fethard free. Nels Palan gets on with it quickly, goes straight down the middle towards Mia Cullaghy. Take it on Kiva Bailey Maloney. Cullaghy jigs inside her. Still going. Kiva Bailey Maloney got the hand in. Bailey Maloney had a huge bearing on the last day against Aherlow. When Aherlow put Caitlin Kennedy in on top of her, and Bailey Maloney really played well that day. Eda Karen on the far side of the field. Eamon McCarthy turning back. There's Aoife Flynn there. Flynn facing Neve Hayes. Lucy Spillane manages to turn it over, trying to break forward, gives it on to Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell still going, turns back looking for a runner, she holds on to it. Goes back towards Emily Spillane, but it's picked up and Eda Carroll is going to come away with it. And it seems like Carroll is going to drift around the middle of the field as she's been doing all year, and Carrie Davey is loose back in front of the full back line for Fethard. Molly Crowe coming forward, up over halfway. Eda Carroll is with her. She's trying to run into that wind as well. Goes towards Maeve O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan moves in field. Finds Eda Carroll. Carroll driving forward. And they're trying to work with a scoring opportunity here. It's Molly Crowe. Crowe turning back. Ali Lonergan towards Eamon McCarthy. Lucy Spillane trying to hold her up. Eamon McCarthy wins the free. It's a free in. Sarah Fernand will probably take this. Fernand up to 4 steps back, a couple of toe taps, usual routine. As she kicks, and she's got hold of it, and it's the first score of the game. Galtee lead after almost 3 minutes of play. Aoife Morrissey will take the kick out. Goes short. Ali Connolly gives it to Carrie Davey. Davey over to Nels Spillane. And towards Ali Connolly again. She was fouled by Ali Lonergan. Carrie Davey goes backwards towards Nels Spillane. Spillane back to Carrie Davey. On towards Nels Spillane again. She has room to run into. Gives it on to Lucy Spillane. Heather Spillane. Emily Spillane, and she ran straight into her opponent. It's Aoife Flynn that was there, and it's Galtee free. Aoife Flynn looking for runners. Finding Sarah Fernand. Fernand was found for Niamh Hayes. Just leave the ball there. Ada Karen gets on with it down towards Mabel Callahan. Ball breaks and Sinead Delahunty picks it up, gives it out to Emily Cullihan. Down towards Megan Cohen. Cohen, a clear for Shays there. Shay goes back towards Caitlin O'Dwyer. Eva Gaston Malloy gets the ball back from Mabel Callahan. Gaston Malloy back to Mabel Callahan again, into Ada Carroll at the centre. Molly Crowe. Crowe jigs past Kerry Davey. Runs in towards Anya Connolly. Anya Connolly turns her over. Anya Connolly wins the free. Still only 1 point scored so far. That point coming from Sarah Fernand free. Kerry Davey over towards Emily Spillane. Taking on Niamh Roach. Referee has the arm up, but Fethard play away. Heather Spillane, back to Emily Spillane. Nell Spillane. Kerry Davey is loose in the middle. Davey moving forward, looking at this side of the field. Megan Cohen with a run. And she gets it right down in front of us. Lovely little layoff to Ali Connolly, and Ali Connolly is fouled. It's a Fethard free. Cohen goes backwards to Kerry Davey. Galtee of 13 behind the ball, so Fethard are going to have to work it in. And Anya Connolly forced the injection down towards Mia Cullihan. Cullihan back to Kate Davey. Davey kicks, but that's just gone to the left and wide. The first wide of the game after 6 minutes. Ball going down into the centre towards Sarah Fernand. Fernand onto Eva Gaston Malloy. Roisin Fernand had made a run, but she goes instead in towards Ali Lanigan. Lanigan facing Sinead Delahunty at the outside of the boot, trying to find Roisin Fernand. Kerry Davey ended up on the ground, and Roisin Fernand has it in her hand. Goes back, but it's picked up by Nell Spillane. She lost it again though. Battles there, and the referee's going to throw this ball in. The rain comes down heavier, the wind seems to be getting stronger as well. And Fethard haven't had a chance to use the wind to their advantage yet. That ball goes down long towards Miriam O'Connell, just skidded off the greasy surface away from her. It's a line ball for Galtee. Flynn goes short, gets to return, left it behind her, went back to retrieve it. Ada Karen. Katie Quirk manages to pick it up. Ada Karen. Emily Spillane, or Heather Spillane, sorry, picks it up and finds Megan Cohen. Ali Connolly. Connolly's been held up, but managed to get it after Megan Cohen. Heather Spillane. Spillane in towards Lucy Spillane in the middle of the field. Referee has the arm up, but Ali Connolly is away. She has players inside, gives it to Lucy Spillane. Spillane gets the shot in. And the sides are level. After 8 minutes of play, Lucy Spillane gets Fethard's first score. Time to take the kick out, goes over the far side this time, but just one back, and Niamh Hayes gives it inside to Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell gets the shot in, and she puts it over the bar, and Fethard go in front for the first time. 2 points to 1, 8.5 minutes gone. Making time goes short this time. Molly Crowe, right, this side of the field. Facing Molly Crowe. Money Crow has it again. Put it into the centre to Ava Gill from the line. Right, goes back to Ida Carroll. Back to Ava Gill from the line again. Eva McCarthy. Paul just didn't get a hand there, and Megan Cohen picks it up. Emily Cunningham going down towards Kate Davey. Paul skips away from her, trying to keep it in play. She's not able to do so. It's going to be a Galtee line ball right down in the corner. Spillane intercepts it and finds Kate Davey giving it inside. Ali Connolly made a great run, but she was cut off by Ida Carroll, and Carroll got the block in. Aoife Flynn is trying to come out with it. She's been fouled. It's going to be a free out. Took it on with it quickly. Molly Crow. She's been fouled. The free is clear away. Even McCarthy ran into a Fethard player there off the ball. But the player away. Maeve O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan towards Sarah Fennell.
Keep forward, keep travelling.
Rosie Fennell. Ends up on the ground. The referee said she played it on the ground. Fethard got on with it with Niamh Hayes. Going down towards Mia Cuddihy down in the corner. Facing Kiva Bailey Maloney. Goes low, but Ida Carroll is there to pick it up. You kind of wonder when Ida Carroll comes so deep, would it be worth Fethard with that strong wind actually putting the player up front to mark her? Molly Crow. Ian McCarthy, Lucy Spillane wins it back. Spillane lays it off. Emily Spillane down into the corner towards Miriam O'Connell. She's 1 point scored already. O'Connell under pressure from Aoife Flynn. Manages to hold on to it though. The free has the arm up, they're playing advantage. As they come back down again, Anya Connolly puts it into the middle to Emily Cuddihy. Cuddihy finds Heather Spillane. Spillane pressed the tackle of Miriam McCarthy. Tries to find Miriam Cuddihy. Oh, lovely little ball towards Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell is fouled. Aoife Flynn was in there. Just Palmer's banana, that's just going in checking on Miriam O'Connell. She'll no doubt be up in a minute or two. Davey is going to take the free. Chance to make it 3 points to 1. 12 and a half minutes gone. He's talking to Aoife Flynn there. Nothing comes of it. Kate Davey puts it over the bar. Her opening score. And it's 3 points to 1. Kiva Bailey Maloney trying to come out with under pressure from Niamh Cuddihy. Manages to find Niamh Roach. Roach finds Fernand trying to get away from Anya Connolly, managing to do so. Connolly done well, got the hand in, but Galtee hold on to it. Eamon McCarthy trying to find Maeve O'Callaghan, went the wrong side of it. And Ali Connolly coming out. The referee's going to give a free here. Kick goes flying down towards me and Cullehy, but that's going to catch with the wind and trickle wide. It's a second wide for Fethard. I wonder if Fethard would be worth pushing up in that kick out. Playing with a gale force wind. Making time and wind short and from Kate and the wire. The wire trying to draw the tackle of Kate Davey. Gives it off the volley. Cole jinks inside Kate Davey. Eamon McCarthy finds Eda Karen. Karen. Chris O'Shea. O'Shea gives it inside. Sarah Fethard. Fethard been held up. Sarah Fethard still going, gives it to Mabel Callahan. Towards Eda Karen. Ball doesn't go to hand there, and Emily Spillane is back to pick it up. Spillane finds Miriam O'Connor. Niamh Hayes. Hayes lays it off. Well, there was a heavy hit there on Emily Spillane, but it was just a collision of two players. Ball went out over the line for a line ball. Eamon McCarthy coming forward. Looking for runners, goes back this time to Sarah Fernand. On towards Ava Guess in the light. And she lost control of it, and it was kind of a slight tackle into Sinead Delahunty. Delahunty is going to take the line, or take the free herself. Goes this side to Ali Connolly. Back to Carrie Davey. Sinead Delahunty. And then Spillane. Finding Lucy Spillane there. No, the ball is skidded away. And Galtee have it back again with Eamon McCarthy. McCarthy. She's being fouled. She goes down into the corner. Towards Roisin Fernand facing Carrie Davey. Goes back. Niamh Roach. Eamon McCarthy. McCarthy trying to go inside. Ali Lonergan. And Ali Lonergan has been fouled. It's a free in. Sarah Fernand, she's kicking into a strong wind, so you know, I mentioned she'd look for a runner, but she looks like she's going to go for it. And she just dropped it in around the house. Mabel Callahan couldn't pick it up. Megan Cohen is there to pick it up. Kate Davey goes into Sinead Delahunty. Delahunty finds Emily Spillane. Onto Niamh Hayes. Hayes can't keep it in. Now just once it goes onto the greasy surface, just skidding away from players. There was a push there by Emily Spillane and Eamon McCarthy. Ball goes back to Grace O'Shea. O'Shea to Eamon McCarthy again. Eda Karen. Karen, she's been held up by Anya Connolly. Manages to go down towards Mabel Callahan. Referee Mabel Callahan fouled Ali Connolly. Kate Davey gets on with her. Davey, she's probably in the wrong part of the field at the moment. They need to get her down the other end of the field. And Spillane comes forward. Spillane still going up as far as halfway. Breaks two tackles, turns back, finds Niamh Hayes. Hayes to Miriam O'Connor. And that ball is just racing away from him the whole time. Goes back to Lucy Spillane. To Niamh Hayes. Hayes giving it in towards Emily Spillane. Back to Niamh Hayes again. Nia Cullehy was free. She just just looking for an option because there's a wall of Galtee in front of her. Megan Cohen, Neve Hayes is going to have a pop. Never got hold of it and she snatched it and it's gone wide. And good disciplined defending from Galtee Rovers. 19 minutes in. Kick goes short. And it ends up now with Eva Carey. Eva McCarthy. Trying to go up this side. Eva Carey done well. She was under pressure from Megan Cohen. Goes back to Grace O'Shea. O'Shea been held up by Emily Cuddy and Megan Cohen picks it up. Cohen goes back to Nell Spillane. Nell coming forward. Goes towards Emily Spillane. Kate Davey. Hand in from Kate and not the wire, but Davey manages to hold on to it. Super little ball over to Meryl O'Connell, but it's still out in front of her again, and Flynn picks it up. Rushing for now. Onto Maeve O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan looking for options, finds Neve Roach. Roach manages to hold on to it. Back to Maeve O'Callaghan again. Sarah Fernand. Fernand runs straight into Nell Spillane. It's a free out. The referee is going to talk to Sarah Fernand. She's just kicking her name. Sinead Denahunty goes short to Carrie Davey. Davey moving forward, get past Maeve O'Callaghan. Finally back to Sinead Denahunty again.
Pressure.
Goes to the other side to Nell Spillane. Spillane going down into the corner towards Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell. Aoife Flynn picks it up. Katie Quirk to Ida Karen. Karen back to Katie Quirk again. Eamon McCarthy. Aoife Flynn. Molly Crow up over halfway. Crow still going. This gust of wind and rain come over and over again. Sarah Fernand, back to Aoife Flynn. Oh, and you can see where the wind just caught hold of that ball as she hand passed it, but Ida Karen managed to go back and retrieve it and give it to Katie Quirk. Eamon McCarthy. Molly Crow ends up on the ground. Eamon McCarthy gets it back off it. Along the ground to Ida Karen. There's a foul there on Maeve O'Callaghan as Anya Conlon went to come out with it. Grace O'Shea goes down to Annie Lonergan, back to Grace O'Shea again. Annie Conlon has been found. A chance here now for Galtee to close the gap. Ida Karen is holding on to the ball. She was looking to see where Sarah Fernand was. Fernand gives it to Karen and Karen goes short towards Annie Lonergan and she's fouled. And that could be a penalty. Was she inside the area? Keith Delahunty is going in to talk to his line, his umpire. No, it's just outside it. Fethard breathed a sigh of relief. Sarah Fernand kicks it, and Sarah Fernand puts it over the bar. It's her second free, and it's Galtee's second free. And it's a 1 point game. 23.5 minutes gone. Ethan Morris goes down the far side, but that's going to trickle out over the line. It's a line ball for Galtee. Eamon McCarthy goes backwards towards her centre back, Katie Quirk. Quirk almost lost control, managed to hold on to it though. Niamh Rhodes puts it into Ada Carroll. All the hands come in from Lucy Spillane and it's picked up by Emily Spillane. It's under pressure. The ball goes straight to Eamon McCarthy, Sarah Fernand. Fernand giving it on towards Roisin Fernand. Battling with Ali Connolly forward and she's fouled. It's going to be a free for Galtee. Low score and we expected that with the conditions. That ball has gone to Eamon McCarthy. Back to Sarah Fernand. She couldn't take it first time, managed to retrieve it. Ada Carroll trying to have a pop. That's a great effort into the wind, but the wind just caught it at the last second. So the bounces away and Ava Guessman almost got in there. But back there to save the game, but Ava Callaghan wins it back. Eamon McCarthy trying to go inside towards Ava Guessman. Fly kicks along the round. Then Spillane got the block in. It's gone out for a 45. But that kick from Ada Carroll most definitely caused consternation inside. All could have ended up anyway. Eamon McCarthy is going back to take the 45. She's looking for an option and eventually goes to the far side towards Niamh Rhodes. She couldn't pick it up, but Lucy Spillane goes back to retrieve it. Spillane coming forward, but she's been fouled. You can just see there in the background how strong the wind is. Some of the stewards moving that goalpost away. Mel Spillane is fouled. And down towards Miriam O'Connell. Went the wrong side of her and that's going to trickle out for a line ball. Aoife Flynn will take it. Flynn goes short. Eamon McCarthy. Ada Carroll. Sarah Fernand. Money Crowe. Back to Ada Carroll. Carroll lays it off to Sarah Fernand. Super football here by Galtee. Ava Guessman turning back inside. Coming down towards Maeve O'Callaghan. And Anya Connolly was fouled and I'm not sure what happened with Maeve O'Callaghan there. The referee just telling her to calm down a bit. Goes short towards Red Spillane, but she couldn't pick it. Roisin Fernand gives it back to Eamon McCarthy. On to Ada Carroll again. Trying to find Roisin Fernand, but Carrie Davis is going to go back and retrieve it. Heather Spillane. Fethard have been forced back the whole time by Galtee. Sinead Delahunty manages to keep possession. Emily Connolly towards Megan Cohen. Cohen ended up on the ground, managed to hold on to it. Niamh Rhodes towards Kate Daly, but the ball just not sticking for them. And that's gone out. And Kate Davey is down. She seemed to twist something there as she went for that ball. And hopefully she'll be okay because she'd be a huge loss to Fethard. Just over a minute and a half before half time. Just as Niamh Hayes was trying to find Kate Davey and Davey slipped. Getting the magic spray. Well, that'll do the trick for it. She's hobbling away gingerly. Chris O'Shea goes short. Gets it back from Katie Quirk. O'Shea back to Quirk again. Anya Conley picks it up and she was being fouled. There's no Fethard player inside the 40-yard line, so they have to go short. They're playing with a gale force wind. Anya Conley back to Megan Cohen. Into Kate Davey. Seems to be back to full fitness. Davey driving forward. Jinking one way and the other. Going across the field. And Seán comes to take it and Liam McCarthy comes away with it. McCarthy up as far as midfield, gives it to Sarah Fethard. Fethard turns back. Liam McCarthy back to Sarah Fethard again. Eva Gacy Malloy to Molly Crow. Crow going one way and the other. Finds Eva Gacy Malloy. The clock is in the red. Back to Chris O'Shea. Eva McCarthy gets around the two Spillane. Oh, gives a super ball inside towards Eva Gacy Malloy, but Emily Spillane is back there to retrieve it. Just looking off camera, and every Fethard player is in their own half. As Carrie Davey goes onto it. Lance Spillane to Sinead Delahunty. Delahunty tries to find Megan Cohen at this side and she managed to do so. Sinead O'Brien was back applying the pressure. And eventually Emily Connolly picks it up. Goes down towards Kate Davey. There's a hand in by Caitlin O'Dwyer. And that's it, it's half time here in Seán Treacy Park in the first of the 2023 Tipperary Ladies Football Senior County Semi-Finals. And it's Fethard who lead by 3 points to 2. Conditions are horrendous, and after playing with a gale force wind, Galtee have to be the happier team. Galtee opened the score with a Sarah Fernand point, and it was eventually in the 8th minute it was cancelled out by a Lucy Spillane score. Miriam O'Connell then more or less straight away made it 2 points to 1, and Kate Davey followed it up with a free. But that was in the, I think it was the 13th minute. Sarah Fernand got another score and coming up to half time to make it 3 points to 2, and that's the way it is. So they have to be the happier team at the moment. So at half time here in Seán Treacy Park, it is Fethard 3 points, Galtee 2. We're going to take a commercial break and come back to you shortly. Welcome back here to the start of the second half of the first of the Tipperary Ladies Football County Senior Semi-Finals. And interesting to note that Galtee have actually changed their jerseys at half time, and from the red with the white to more or less white, and there could be a colour clash here now because Fethard obviously have the white jerseys on as well, so both teams are more or less fairly white now at this stage. Only the blue and the red trims, but they're predominantly white jerseys on both teams. The referee doesn't seem to have a problem with it at the moment. Just seeing if there's any changes around on the Fethard team. Galtee seem to be going as they were. Doesn't seem to be any changes on the Fethard team either. Galtee with the advantage of that strong wind in the second half, and the ball breaks straight away to Emer McCarthy. McCarthy coming forward, going out towards Edith Carroll. Carroll just holding it up, going down into the corner. It was picked up by Nell Spillane, and Nell Spillane is fouled by Roisin Fanan as Hammer Spillane takes a little skid there on the surface. Free has to be taken again. Galtee players weren't back 13 metres. Carrie Davies going to take it. Goes backwards towards Nell Spillane. Spillane trying to move forward, getting away from Edith Carroll. Goes into the middle to Emily Culley. Culley under pressure, goes back to Carrie Davy. Davy trying to get away from Sarah Furness. She was pushed. And it's a feathered free that Carrie Davy will take herself. Goes back to Lucy Spillane. Back to Carrie Davy again. On towards Ornia Connolly. Back to Lucy Spillane. Emily Culley, the ball didn't go to hand. She's under pressure now from Edith Carroll, but manages to hold on to it. Ali Connolly making a run up for her corner back position. It's back to Megan Cohen. Cohen bouncing the ball in towards Heather Spillane. Spillane hasn't really got into the running game at all today. Galtee are closing her down. We know how much she's like when she starts running at defences. Ali Connolly goes back to Kate Davy. Davy going cross field towards Lucy Spillane. Spillane, the arm is up, she has the free. Davy is going to kick it, and she's kicking into the wind, and she's kicked the super score. Her second, and it's 4-2 in favour of Fethard. Katie Cork lets it off to Caitlin at the wire, but it's won back by Emily Culley. Kate Davy putting it into the middle to Emily Spillane. She's going forward, gives it off to Lucy Spillane. She breaks the first tackle, the referee had the arm up. It's a free in. Fethard get on with it, and here's Heather Spillane. Spillane bursting through onto Megan Cohen. Cohen trying to make her through. Mia Cudahy. Cudahy to Niamh Hayes. Back to Lucy Spillane. Fethard trying to find a better option. Aoife Flynn got the hand in, but Niamh Hayes wins it back. Hayes trying to go around Flynn, goes back to Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell isn't going to curl, it's going to drop short. Super take by Kiva Bailey Maloney. Gives it out to Aoife Flynn. And Molly Crowe is going to come away with it. But as she does, she lost possession, managed to win it back. Goes back to Aoife Flynn. Niamh Roach. Sarah Fanan. Fanan takes the shoulder from Mia Culley and holds on to possession. Eva Gayson-Malloy going over the far side. Ball bounces off the chest of Maeve O'Callaghan. Connolly was there to pick it up. Goes back to Kate Davey. Moving in field. Seeing what options are available to her. Finds Lucy Spillane. Spillane has been fouled, but she breaks the tackle. And she was fouled the second time. The second one was from Emer McCarthy. Referee blows the whistle this time. Kate Davey lost her footing and Maeve O'Callaghan has it back. But I think the referee... And she took a knock there, so... And Kate Davey receiving attention. She slipped in the first half on the greasy surface and looked like she had done damage to her ankle, but she was able to continue. And she just slid into that tackle there. The underfoot conditions after all that rain over the last few hours, it stopped at the moment, and hopefully that's the last of the rain we'll have. Of course, remember at 5 o'clock we have the second of the semi-finals. Brian Burrows beaten county finalists for the last 2 years against Galtee Rovers. Galtee Rovers lost the last 2 county semi-finals as well. Fethard beaten them last year and Arno the previous year, and both of those teams went on to win county titles. Kate Davey seems to be back up on her feet over there. Going to resume with Galtee free. Galtee were in possession of the ball. Emer McCarthy is going to take it. Goes backwards. Ada Karen. Karen into the centre. Katie Quirk. Quirk still going forward. Has moved Roach outside, goes inside instead to Emer McCarthy. And there's a hand in from Anya Connolly, and Fethard have it back with Emily Spillane, gets the clearance in. There's a hand on it by Molly Crowe. Molly Crowe goes long, but it's picked up by Ellie Connolly. Connolly going back to Lucy Spillane. Sinead Delahunty to Kerry Davey. Lucy Spillane, Kerry Davey again. Emily Cudahy trying to burst past Molly Crowe. Finds Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell getting bottled up. Goes back to Kerry Davey though. Referee has the arm up, but Kerry Davey plays away. Gives it to Nan Spillane. Spillane ends up on the ground. Kerry Davey. And referee has the arm up again. And Nan Spillane. And he's going to give the free eventually. Nan Spillane gets on with it quickly, down towards Lucy. And referee says that she pushed Niamh Roach. Fethard crowd aren't happy. Emer McCarthy goes infield towards Katie Quirk. Back to Emer McCarthy again. Going on towards Maeve O'Callaghan, she couldn't take it. And Megan Cohen is going back to retrieve it. Ali Connolly to Kate Davey. Davey breaks the first tackle. Lucy Spillane back to Kate Davey again. Anya Connolly made a run forward. She lost it, but she managed to get it back to Kate Davey. Going down, super take from Niamh Roach. Roach lays it off to Molly Crowe. Crowe trying to take on Emily Cudahy, gets it back to Anya Flynn, or Aoife Flynn, and Flynn is fouled. The referee is going back, he's looking for a player. And think it's Seán he was just talking to. He had played advantage a couple of minutes ago. And this was the first time he had a chance to go back and speak to him. If that ball goes down into the corner towards Ali Lonergan. And Lonergan used her experience, just put her body in front of it and drew the foul. Let's get someone quickly. Ida Terran towards Sarah Fethard. Fethard lays it off to Eva Gesson-Malloy. And it's got over the bar, and it's a 1 point game again. 4-3. Eva Gesson-Malloy's first score. And that's Galtee's first score from play after 39.5 minutes. Just an update from the first of the Senior B semi-finals at the moment being played in Latin, and its Turles Sarsfields 2-1, Care 1-3. Not sure how long it's gone in that game. Lucy Spillane trying to go forward. The referee's going to talk to Eamon McCarthy. Eamon McCarthy protesting her innocence, said Lucy Spillane ducked into the tackle. Just a stern talking to Eamon McCarthy. Carrie Davey looking around, seeing what options are available to her. Goes down towards Niamh Hayes. Hayes slipped. Eva Gesson-Malloy gets there ahead of Megan Cohen. Ida Karen trying to change the play to the far side, but the wind caught hold of it, and Kate Davey is going back to retrieve it. Davey going infield to Lucy Spillane. Oh, she tried to fight it. Heather Spillane, or Nell Spillane, and Spillane done well because that ball was getting away from her. She's under pressure though, manages to hold on to it. Goes back to Emily Cullaghy. Cullaghy trying to burst forward, under pressure from Sarah Spillane, gets past her. Onto Heather Spillane. Trying to go past Molly Crowe, and here's the famous Heather Spillane burst. It's gone past Ida Karen, manages the ball, goes back. Niamh Hayes towards Anya Connolly, and Miriam O'Connell trying to get inside. Emily Spillane to Megan Cohen. Mia Cullaghy. Cullaghy kicking it into the wind, and it's going to drop in the wind, and Heather Spillane is loose inside. Goes back to Kate Davey. Davey looking for options. Back to Mia Cullaghy. Cullaghy seeing what's available, finds Anya Connolly. Back to Ali Connolly. Connolly bursts forward. She's been held up, goes back to Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell out to Lucy Spillane. Spillane, she's playing advantage. It's going to come back for the free. But that all started, we said it early in the second half. Heather Spillane hadn't had a chance to make one of them runs that she's well known for. And at one time she got a bit of space and burst through the middle. And eventually the free came, and a chance for Kate Davey now. She's 2 frees kicked already. She's kicking into the wind. We're 12.5 minutes into the second half. It's 4 points to 3. Davey looking to extend the lead. The wind is going to pull it. Ball breaks inside. Heather Spillane. Oh, took it in the direction of the goal! And it's Heather Spillane who scored it. The ball got caught in the wind from Kate Davies, free, and it broke, and Heather Spillane didn't need to be asked twice. Took a slight deflection as it was going in to beat Megan Tynan. And a goal with and this now could make a huge difference. Kate Davey, it's 1-4 to 3 points. Davey giving it across to Emily Cullaghy. Cullaghy back to Lucy Spillane. Spillane out to Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell drinks inside. Gives a hand pass inside. Oh, Heather Spillane was loose inside it. She couldn't take it. And Molly Crowe was back there. Crowe coming out. She's been fouled by Heather Spillane. Aoife Flynn's going to come away with it. Flynn takes the tackle. Still holding on to it. And eventually she's fouled by Lucy Spillane in what was kind of a hand trip. Spillane lost her footing. Aoife Flynn turning back. Flynn and Sarah Fernand picks it up. Fernand and referee says Anya Connolly fouled her, and the crowd are really getting into this game now. 1-4-3. Fernand trying to find her sister, but it's picked up by Emily Cuddihy, and Fethard starting to get on top now. Heather Spillane back to her sister Nell, over to Sinead Delahunty. Delahunty over to Carrie Davy, the outside of the boot, goes the far side. Megan Cohen. Cohen going down into the corner, but the ball, the wind just held it up and it ended up trickling out over the line. Emily Cuddihy into Heather Spillane. Spillane to Niamh Hayes. Hayes breaks the tackle. Referee has the arm up, but they'll play away. Emily Spillane has it. Miriam O'Connell is rolling for it inside, and he calls back for the free as Miriam O'Connell was away. He was playing advantage, in fairness to Keith Delahunty. Probably realised himself he could have blew the whistle a bit early. Carrie Davy. Kate Davy. Davy going down towards Heather Spillane. Spillane bouncing around that greasy surface, managed to hold on to it, finds Anya Connolly, back to Heather Spillane again. Sarah Fernand's holding her up, Niamh Hayes. Hayes trying to go around the corner, holds on to it, gives it inside to Miriam O'Connell. O'Connell looking for options, finds Niamh Hayes. Hayes going back to Kate Davy. And Davy gets the kick in. Oh, it's got off the upright. And Megan Cohen back to Carrie Davy. Davy gets the shot in. The wind is going to hold this up. This ball could go anywhere. Heather Spillane tried to claim it, but Niamh Roach is going to come away with it. Niamh Roach is fouled. Aoife Flynn coming out with it. Hand in there, Flynn holds on to it. Goes back to Molly Crowe, jinks past Anya Connolly. Still coming up the sideline, she's under pressure from Miriam O'Connell, ends up on the ground. Sarah Fernand. Fernand goes back. Molly Crowe. Crowe's getting bottled up, referee's playing an advantage. Sarah Fernand just kicks it long towards Annie Lonergan, and there was no advantage accruing. And to be honest, that kind of ball that Sarah Fernand kicks with that wind could be something that could be used an awful lot more, because if Annie Lonergan is left loose inside, and like she's been isolated at the moment, but it's one way of getting them ball. So we were talking to a few people at half time, and we were saying Fethard weren't using the wind to their advantage. The old style of pumping long balls into the full forward line just seemed to be over now at this stage. Eamon McCarthy to Eva Casey Malloy to Eamon McCarthy. That ball for me to carry, but there was an advantage coming anyway. Fiona Tootley and Grace Hayes are getting ready to come on for Galtee. Eda Carroll is going to take this free. Come on down towards Ali Lonergan. faces Sinead Delahunty. Delahunty holds her up there in the corner. Lonergan still has it, putting it across the goal, but it's still right down the throat of Nell Spillane. And it's a free out. And Fiona Tooty and Grace Hayes are coming on the field. And it looks like Maeve O'Callaghan and Annie Lonergan are the two that are going to come off. The AHO takes advantage of being in a full forward line. Aoife Morrissey gives it across to Nell Spillane. Spillane under pressure from Sarah Finnan, and Finnan does well to turn it over. Sarah Finnan will take the line ball right down in the corner. She's looking for runners. Goes across though, but it's Karen Davey who picks it up. Emily Cudahy, but it just went off the side of her boot. The ball ends up in the stand. It's a line ball. Niamh Hayes will take it. Hayes goes short to Ada Carroll. Carroll looking for options, seeing what's available. Eva Gesson-Malloy finds Grace O'Shea. There was a run outside her, but she went inside instead to Emer McCarthy. McCarthy trying to break forward. Oh, it's turned over by Emily Spillane and Niamh Hayes. Hayes to Miriam O'Connell. Back to Emily Cudahy again. Cudahy going long down into the corner. There was a late tackle there. Referee didn't notice it, then the play away. Kiva Bailey Maloney. Eva Gesson-Malloy. Grace Hayes into the centre to Emer McCarthy. McCarthy going down. Oh, super ball, but she tried to find Niamh Roach, and Anya Connolly was in there. And it was a super idea originally. It's just the defending there from Anya Connolly. And Anya Connolly has been fantastic all day long for Fethard. A little over 8 minutes of normal time to play. That ball breaks. A couple of players battling for on the ground. The referee's going to have to throw this ball in. Referee just telling the other players to go back as that ball is thrown in, and the wind seemed to catch it. Emer McCarthy. And Emer McCarthy is fouled by Lucy Spillane. She's going down the far side. Ball breaks inside, but it's picked up by Sinead Delahunty. Delahunty off to Megan Cohen. Kate Davey stood still, and Caitlin O'Dwyer nearly managed to get in ahead of her. Davey holds onto it though. Goes down towards Niamh Hayes. Hayes picks it up. Breaks the first tackle. As she's carrying it. And she has runners left and right. If she uses them, she's still going. Tries to find Mia Cudahy. And Cudahy, and she thought she was fouled, but the referee said no. Molly Crowe gets that ball off. Eva Gesson-Malloy trying to take on Lucy Spillane. The referee says that she barged into her, I think. It's going to be a Fethard free out. Carrie Davey moving forward. Oh, but she gives it straight to Sarah Finnan. Finnan gets the shot in. She probably had more time than what she thought. She saw Aoife Morrissey off the line, and I think she was trying to dink it over her. Morrissey got back in time. Emily Cudahy. Cudahy breaking one tackle, but Niamh Roach gets the hand in. Roach wins the back, and Niamh Roach is fouled. And with 6 minutes of normal time still to play. Molly Crowe going down towards Ida Carroll. Niamh Hayes tried to get their hand in, but she wasn't able. Ida Carroll going right down into the corner. Gets it back. Carroll gets the shot in. Oh, it's there! Oh, it's so wide! Oh, it looked like it was gone in over the head of... It looked like it was got in over the head of Aoife Morrissey, but instead it went wide. And would you believe it, that's is only Galtee's first wide in the 55th minute. And Kevin Bailey Maloney has been pushed up now by Galtee. They're really pushing up on the kick now, but Aoife Morrissey manages to find Heather Spillane. Spillane tries to move infield. Lucy Spillane, and the referee is given a free. Spillane goes short to Lucy Spillane. Nell gets it back off her. Breaks the first tackle, ends up on the ground, gives it back to Lucy. Lucy ran straight into Ida Carroll, and Carroll seems to be in trouble, but the referee has spread away. Ida Carroll is on the ground still. Emily Cullity trying to keep it in play and manages to do so. There's it off to Emily Spillane. Anya Connolly to Niamh Hayes. Hayes couldn't take it. Molly Crowe comes away with it. Goes down into the corner. Carrie Davey is in a race with Fiona Toohey, and the ball is going to beat the ball out over the line. Referee's just stopping playing while Ida Carroll receives attention. Just under 4 minutes left to play, and you're probably talking about 4 or 5 minutes injury time. There was a lot of stoppages in the second half. We said before the game that it was going to be a tight game, and that it was going to be a war of attrition in the conditions. It's down behind the goals at the dressing room end. Galtee Rovers and Brian Barrow's teams are there gathered watching the end of this game. Of course, they're coming up at 5 o'clock in the semi-final, in the second semi-final. Latest score from the Senior B is Care 1A, Thurles Sarsfields 3-3. So Thurles Sarsfields lead that by a point at the moment. Ida Carroll is still receiving attention, but she should be up and ready to go. Play and resume on the far side with a line ball. Carrie Davey will take it for Fethard. She goes back to Nell Spillane, back to Carrie Davey again. Davey trying to break the tackle, and she's done for over Carrie, and Caitlin O'Dwyer done well to hold her up. Davey is on the ground. And they're in checking on Carrie Davey. Carrie Davey is still receiving attention. We will resume with a free for Galtee. White lead Ardfinnan 2-1 in the intermediate semi-final in gold and going on at the moment. We're almost up to 60 minutes, but of course there's going to be at least 5 minutes injury time, I'd say. And the free over on the far side. Ball goes back. Eamon McCarthy. McCarthy gets the shot in. It's gone wide at a vital stage. And Galtee need to push up and force an error from me from Morrissey. She's going this side towards Heather Spillane. There was hands in there from Eamon McCarthy, but Emily Cuddihy gets onto the break. Aoife Flynn picks it up for Galtee. The ball comes off her. It looked like it's gone out over the line, but there's play away. Molly Crowe giving it in towards Kiva Bailey Maloney. Goes back to Eva Gesson-Malloy, gets the kick in. Oh, it's gone off the top of the crossbar. Ball breaks inside. Who's going to come onto it? Bobbling around inside. And they're all lying on the ground. It's like a rugby scrum in there. Something you see in Stade de France last night. I was going to throw it in, but a speculative effort by Eva Gesson-Malloy, and it just came off the crossbar, and that ball could have went anywhere. As the referee throws the ball in, Lucy Spillane got a hand onto it, and Heather Spillane's going to come away with it. Spillane towards Emily Spillane, onto Megan Cohen. Cohen going down into the corner, but Aoife Flynn is there to retrieve it. The high tackle from Miriam O'Connell. Kick finds Ada Carroll to Molly Crowe. Crowe has Niamh Roach outside her. Roach picks it up. Roach coming forward. She's been fouled. It's a free in. We're almost 2 minutes into additional time. As they got on with it quickly, it was taken from the wrong position. Sarah Fannan is going to take it. She's went on now either to put this over the bar or put it in around the house, because they need 2 scores anyway. She goes short, and it goes straight to Megan Cohen. And Lucy Spillane just trying to hold on to the ball. Breaks away from Sarah Fannan. Miriam O'Connell has made a huge run at this side, but Mia Cuddihy has it. O'Connell is still running, but the ball hasn't gone there. Ali Connolly, she's won the free. Kate Davey holding on to it. Lucy Spillane not moving, and eventually use her experience. But she kicks the ball straight away to Caitlin O'Dwyer. It's gone down Eva Gesson-Malloy. Gesson-Malloy goes down into the goal. Oh, super take by Roisin Fannan. Fannan trying to break 2 tackles. She's still going. She's got a free in. Sarah Fannan is going to come forward this time. Maybe that last ball that she gave across, she would have been as well on to go for the score. Fannan kicks it, and that's gone. It's gone wide. It's gone wide. So we're 3.5 or a little over it into additional time. Aoife Morrissey is going to take the kick out. She's going to take her time, and I suppose when you're 4 points up, You can afford to take your time. Finds Lucy Spillane on the far side. Spillane looking for an option, finds Kerry Davy. Anya Connolly, or Annie Connolly, back to Kerry Davy. Ned Spillane to Lucy Spillane, and Fethard are just holding onto it. Emily Cudahy. Heather Spillane. Spillane breaks the first tackle, goes into the middle to Niamh Hayes. Kate Davy manages to pick it up. Davy goes after it's intercepted by Niamh Roach. There must be still plenty of time because we haven't seen Keith Delahunty look at the watch as of yet. Emer McCarthy. Ina Carroll back to Oshie Fanan. Ball is along the ground. Who's going to come away with it? And it's all over. It's all over, and it's Fethard who are advancing to the 2023 Tipperary Ladies Football County Senior Final. After a titanic battle, they looked in huge trouble at half time when they were only leading by 3 points to 2 after playing with a gale force wind. Kate Davy got a free early in the second half for them, and Ava Casey-Malloy got a point, and it was a 1 point game, and Kate Davy took free from about 25-30 yards out, which actually got caught in the wind. And when it got caught in the wind, the ball broke inside, and Heather Spillane drilled it to the bottom corner. It took a slight deflection, but that ended up being the last score. Ava Casey-Malloy did hit the crossbar for Galtee Rovers, but at the end of the day, it's Fethard that are going to be defending their title in 2 weeks' time on county final day. We said at the start it was going to be a war attrition, and that's exactly the way it worked out. And as we said, it's Fethard who are advancing on a scoreline of 1-4 to 3 points, and they're going to play the winners of Brian Boroughs and Moyle Rovers, who are coming up at 5 o'clock. We're going to go off air for a while. If you flick onto the other link, we'll be back on air at about 4:45. So stay with us, and we certainly have another great game of football to watch. So we'll talk to you all very soon.